You're listening to the All Veterans Hour on WLIJ, engaging discussion by veterans for veterans, with your hosts Gary Leverette and Jimmy Miller. Join them as they discuss various veterans programs, issues, play powerful and healing veteran-related music, and keep the American citizen informed on things they ought to know. Right here on the Leader, WLIJ, every second and fourth Monday on 98.7 FM and AM 1580, and reaching around the world on WLIJradio.com. The All Veterans Hour on WLIJ is brought to you by United Communications, the Holy Crab Shack, the American Legion Post 23, and by the DAV Chapter 43.
Good morning, Shelbyville, Bedford County, surrounding areas. It's time for the All Veterans Hour again. I'm here with my co-host, Jimmy Miller. Good morning, Jimmy.
Good morning. Good morning to all our listeners.
We got two special guests here this morning. We got Toby Sneed from the Fair Board, going to be talking to us about the Bedford County Fair, and then we got incoming VFW Commander Tommy Bolin. Good morning, Tommy.
Good morning.
Congratulations on your
well, thank you.
On your new assignment.
I appreciate it.
On your new assignment with the VFW. So, Tommy will be talking about VFW here for a few minutes, and then we'll get with Toby the second half of the show and talk about the Fair Board and what's going on. First, I want to say let's pray for Israel. Let's pray for our nation. Let's pray for our Commander-in-Chief, because events over the weekend were amazing, and our military did an outstanding job. And if anybody wants to comment on that, go ahead. I guess that's all we got to say about that, huh?
Yep, that's all we got to say about that. We must continue to support Israel. We never want to turn our backs on Israel. I know that's my opinion anyway. But we'll get started this morning. Tommy, again, congratulations on being elected new commander of the VFW Post 5019 here in Shelbyville. I'm going to turn it over to you. What do you want to tell us about it?
I appreciate it, Gary. Thank you. Let me say first that I am excited about the VFW and what we have going forward for the next year. So the term that I was elected for is for July of 25 to the end of June of 26. So I'm looking forward to that year and seeing what we can accomplish with the Veterans of Foreign Wars Post here in Shelbyville. As you know, the post has been around. It was originally chartered in 1945, so it's been around for a minute, and done some great things for the veterans in Bedford County over the years. The veterans who are members and who participate in the organization have one goal, like the other veterans organizations do, and that's to support our veteran community here in Bedford County. And we take that mission very seriously, and we want to make sure that we're living up to that objective every day that we're in existence as an organization. So I'm excited about what the next year is going to look like and where we're headed as an organization. And I want to say at this point, before I say anything else, that we, the organization, owe a great debt of gratitude to the citizens of Bedford County. Folks here in Shelbyville and in Bedford County are extremely generous. They support our organization and everything that we do, and we can't thank you enough for that support. So
I will echo that, and as being a part of many fundraisers here in Bedford County, I know that you walk in and you say veteran, and the pocketbook opens up, and we thank Bedford County for that.
Yes, sir. Very, very generous folks here in Bedford County, and we're grateful and appreciative for that, and we look forward to many more years as an organization here in Bedford County. And when we talk about the history of the Veterans of Foreign Wars, one thing that I really feel compelled to explain to the people and to the members of the VFW to the people in the community and the members of the VFW is this. So our organization for decades, and Gary mentioned earlier when we were talking that he remembers being a young man and going to the Tennessee Walking Horse National Celebration and buying cheeseburgers at the VFW food booth. So the VFW has been involved in the Walking Horse National Celebration for decades, and it's been a very productive, a very close relationship between the VFW and the folks at the Tennessee Walking Horse National Celebration, not just the folks that run it, but the owners, the trainers, the breeders, and the fans. We've had a very good relationship with everybody in the community as it relates to our VFW food booth. But unfortunately, we had to make a very difficult decision recently as an organization. And we have decided that we're just not physically capable of continuing to operate that food booth. Most of our members, just to make this a little bit easier for folks to understand that may not understand out there in the community, most of our veterans that are active in the VFW are older, Vietnam-era veterans especially. So men who served their country in combat in Vietnam and in other conflicts that are in their 70s and 80s. And if I give you a peek behind the curtain of how that horse show food booth for the VFW worked, that's 18 hours a day, 10 hours a day, or 10 days in a row. And we just don't have the physical capability anymore of being able to sustain that operation. And we have made a decision as an organization. The members decided that we needed to walk away. I'll say this, and I said it a minute ago, we have enjoyed a tremendous relationship with the Walking Horse National Celebration for a long time, and we value that relationship. We want to continue that relationship. We're just going to have to do it in another way. So we regret that we had to make that decision, but I am sure that the Walking Horse folks will find somebody to occupy that location, and it'll be better in the long run for everybody. But I wanted to get that out of the way first and talk about that and just let you know how much we appreciate your patronage and your support of the VFW and that food booth over the years. You've done a lot to help veterans in that endeavor, and we appreciate it. But unfortunately, we've had to walk away from that.
Well, the VFW, tell us a little bit about what are the eligibility requirements to be in the VFW?
Yeah, that's a great question, Gary, and I appreciate it. So let me just say first, and I know that most people probably understand this, definitely the folks at the table do. There are 3 primary veteran service organizations in Bedford County. There's the American Legion, which is open to all veterans, the disabled American veterans, so it's implied in the name what the requirements are for that. Some level of disability as a result of your military service. And then the VFW, Veterans of Foreign Wars. So it's exactly what the name implies. That organization, the VFW, is for folks who have served in combat or conflict during their time in the United States military. So you have to be a service member who served during a time of conflict and have a campaign ribbon, a Purple Heart, or some other combat-related award to be eligible for membership in the VFW.
So you have to be combat-related?
So the combat-related is the term that I use to describe it, but you don't have to have a combat infantry badge or combat action ribbon as long as you participated
in a foreign war
or conflict that was designated by the Department of Defense and the U.S. government. Then you can be a member of the VFW. So if you have Global War on Terrorism Expeditionary Medal, you qualify for membership in the VFW.
Yeah, there are several conflicts that qualify you. I think there's 2 pages of them in the manual.
And if you'll go, if you're interested, if you're curious about it, if you go to the VFW national website, it lists all of those periods of service that would qualify a veteran for membership in the VFW.
When do you meet?
Our meetings, we have them monthly. So the first Monday night of every month from 6 to about 8 o'clock. We start at 6 with a meal, and we start our meeting at 7 o'clock. It's at the VFW post on War Trace Pike here in town. If you're a member and you're interested in membership, or if you're a veteran and you're interested in membership in the VFW, please come out. You can come to a meeting, hang out, see what we do. We'll give you a membership application. You can fill it out. We'll get you all set up and taken care of. But I myself, I'll tell you, and maybe it would have been helpful if I'd have said this in the beginning. So my bio, I enlisted in the Marine Corps in 1983, about 2 weeks after I graduated from high school. And I served on active duty as a Marine until 1996, got out, got into law enforcement. And in 2003, when we invaded Iraq, I enlisted in the Army National Guard. I was too old at that point to get back in the Marine Corps, but so the Army took me, and I served for another 20 years, which I'm grateful for, and I absolutely enjoyed every moment of my military experience. I wouldn't trade any of it for anything, and that's a true statement. But, you know, I forget where I was going with all that. I kind of got lost in my own mind for a minute.
I tell you what, you know, Commander, we're always recruiting.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
We got to get some people in these organizations.
So there are a lot of younger veterans. So let me say this first. A lot of veterans that belong to the organization, specifically the VFW, who have carried the load for a very long time, who have been there, like Gary, supporting veterans and keeping the organization relevant and active in the veterans community in Bedford County, and we appreciate what they have done. But like I described with the horse show, it's time for some younger folks to get involved, and I'm going to challenge the veterans of my generation to get involved if you're not already involved. We all at one point raised our hand and we took an oath to the country and to each other specifically, to our brothers and sisters that were wearing the uniform with us. And that obligation doesn't end. And I know that we all have lives, personal lives, and it requires time and effort to do the things that we do generally. I'm going to ask that you come out and check out these organizations, whether it's the VFW, the American Legion, the DAV, it doesn't matter. Get involved. Be a part of your veteran community. Help us solve problems that are there that need to be solved. And you know, and I've talked about this a lot before, one of the reasons or one of the benefits that we all got from our military service were the relationships that we built during that time, brothers and sisters that we still, even today, I can tell you without a doubt from 40-something years ago that there are young men that I served with back then that I'm still in contact with today, and I've never lost contact with them. And they truly are a part of my family, and I hope that I'm a part of theirs as well. But those relationships matter, and the place for you to re-engage with those relationships if you're a veteran is in our organizations, the DAV, the American Legion, the VFW, and I challenge you to come and be a part of that.
You know, there are over 3,000 veterans in Bedford County.
Yep.
I think the VFW has maybe, 80 members?
it's roughly 80 members in the VFW, and I'm going to tell you, so it seems like a big number, don't it? But active members, we've got about 20 that come to the meetings.
Yeah, and the American Legion has about 80 plus paid up members, but active members, I think we had 10 at our last meeting. Mm-hmm. And so, we need the help. DAV, they're the biggest paid up. They've got about 150 members, and they only have about 20 that are active. So
yeah,
we appreciate you being paid up, but we need you to get involved with us and help us because we do a lot of good things. We like to play a little bit of veteran-related music. So, Brandon, if you would play that song. This is Kay Kirtland's song. She's a lady veteran, and so we'll play her song and then pay the bills after that, Brandon. Okay?
They say keep trying, don't ever give up, hang on for brighter days, they are surely gonna come. But when the pain's so deep, I can barely move, I feel all alone like nobody knows. That's when I turn to you, 'cause I don't know why more to this life than just suffering. Yeah, the reason for me may not be easy to see, but I believe that you are faithfully holding me up in your arms when I'm not strong enough to carry on. Reason for me. The road behind me has stolen so much. It brought me just close enough to ache for all I couldn't touch, and the path than I had planned. So please give me a sign, put it on the line. I just need to understand, 'cause I don't know where you are leading me, but you're making a way through the dark. So I'll keep following. Yeah, the reason for me may not be easy to see, but that you are faithfully holding me up in your arms when I'm not strong enough to carry on. You'll always be the reason for me, even through the grief and the agony. I see the evidence of your majesty, see incredible blessings you've handed me, the beautiful faces smiling at me, and they will always be my reason to keep aiming high for better days. So I just want to praise your name, the reason for me. You got a plan and you're helping me see, and I believe that you are faithfully holding me up in your
At United Communications, we're more than just fast internet. We're your local connection to reliability and service you can count on right here in Bedford County. With fiber fast speeds and a team in your community, we keep you connected when it matters most. No long hold times, no out-of-town providers, just real service from people who care. Call 931-740-1800 or visit united.net. Thousands of Tennesseans already trust United. United Communications. Fast, local internet.
We're the Holy Crab Shack, where the love runs deep. Precious catch and a faith to keep. Right here in Shelbyville, Tennessee. Good food and God come and see. We're the Holy Crab Shack, where the love runs deep. Precious catch and a faith to keep. Right here in Shelbyville, Tennessee. Good food and God come and see. So grab a seat.
All right, we're back this morning with our All Veterans Hour show here with Jimmy Miller and Toby Sneed and incoming VFW Commander Tommy Bolin. And Tommy, I think you got a couple more points you want to make.
Well, I think Toby's got a question he wants to ask, and I want to let him do that, and then I want to give an answer to it.
Absolutely. Yeah, my question is, and it's a perception I think is shared by a lot of younger veterans that you referenced before the break, and that's that a lot of them see the VFW and the Legion and the DAV as their fathers or their grandfather's organization, and certainly for many years that was it. And as you said, these guys are predecessors and heroes to all of us. They did their part, but now it's on us. They need to pass the mantle on us. But the question is, Colonel Bolin, how do younger veterans identify relevancy within your organizations? What do we do for them to make them feel like their presence means something and that they can come in and make a genuine impact other than gathering at the hall for some great food?
Yeah, that's a great question, Toby, and I'm really glad that you asked it. And I think the answer really is, for me in life, a lot of times I overcomplicate things, right? Somebody asked me a question, I want to give the 9,000-word dissertation on the problem and what I think the solution is. But it's really simple for me with regard to that question. So you're right. There's a legacy that has gone before us, our fathers and our grandfathers, those folks who fought all the way from World War II, Korea, Vietnam, all the way through that. They've kept these organizations going for years. And now we find ourselves as a nation with a brand new generation of combat veterans, right, coming out of the global war on terrorism. And even before that, after Vietnam, there were a bunch of other conflicts that we've been involved in. So we have a whole new generation of veterans out there. And the question that you asked is very, very relevant. How do we get the veterans from our generation, how do we get them involved in solving problems for veterans? So I mentioned it earlier, the part that we all crave and we miss from our service, from our time in service, is the comradeship that we shared with our brothers and sisters in uniform. So number one, that comradeship exists in the organizations, the American Legion, the VFW, and the DAV. So that's one reason for our generation to re-engage, is to rekindle, to redevelop that sense of comradeship that we had and that we seek in our lives. We also owe it to the generations that have gone before us who advocated for their veteran generation. We owe it to our generation to do the same thing. We need to be an active voice for our generation of veterans. So that's another reason to get involved in the organizations. We all understand, and we've all heard the term, was it 22 or 23 a day?
22. 33 right? A day now.
All right. So there's a number out there, and that number is associated with the veterans who make the very tragic decision to end their lives, right? So what can we do, our generation, the global war on terrorism generation, what can we do to prevent our brothers and sisters from making that decision to help them find a way to live. That's another reason to be involved in the organizations, right? We got to advocate for ourselves, just like all the other generations of veterans from other conflicts have done. I'm going to say my father was a Vietnam veteran. He served 2 tours in Vietnam in the Navy, and his service there affected the rest of his life. Vietnam veterans had to do for themselves when they came home, and they did it a lot of times through the organizations that we're talking about here today, the VFW, the American Legion, and the DAV. We have many of the same issues in our generation, the global war on terrorism generation, and we've got to be willing to stand up and advocate for ourselves, and the best way for us to do that is to do it through these organizations. We have a voice, and we need people to hear our voice. We're not needy people, veterans. We don't ask for much, but when we do, it's important, and I want everybody to know that. So, Toby, that was a fantastic question. I appreciate you asking it, and hopefully I've given some reasons for younger folks in the GWAT generation, like me, to come out and be a part of our organizations and to have a voice and to be active in the community.
And as veteran organizations, we help our veterans who are less fortunate.
We do.
You know, if you've got a problem and you need some help, we'll do our best to get you help.
Yeah.
We have a Veterans Council that's very active in helping veterans, and all 3 organizations are part of that council. So if you know somebody who needs some help, just get a hold of one of those members and let us know, and we do our best to help. And at your meetings, Tommy, wives are welcome, right?
They are. So the VFW, like the other organizations, has what's called an auxiliary. So family members of veterans that are members of each of the organizations are also able to be actively engaged in the organization through the auxiliaries. And I would say that if you have a veteran family member who is active in an organization, that they would really, if you're not involved in the auxiliary, really appreciate your support, family members, to be active in those auxiliary organizations. And we couldn't operate, the VFW couldn't operate without our auxiliary. They are an extremely important part of helping us achieve our mission of serving veterans. It's a fantastic group of ladies that come together, and they work really hard. They're some of the hardest working people that I've known, are part of our organizational auxiliary, and I know that's the same way for the DAV and the American Legion. And we appreciate them, and we thank them for what they do, and we really want them to continue to be a part of what we're trying to do with our organization.
All right, I guess we better play another song here, Brandon, and pay the bills. This is Be Brave. This is Lisa Prime's song. So we've got some veteran ladies music this morning.
I wrote this for you, Mom and Dad. I love you. I believe one day I'm gonna see you again, standing face to face. I will tell you my story. I can ask about your life back when you crossed over the seas to make a new life for me. I found your passport, childhood pictures hidden away. I thought I knew your struggle, but you kept souvenirs of your pain. And if you thought for a minute you'd ever have to be ashamed, I'm nothing but amazed. You told me to be kind, to stay be thankful for it all. You taught me to believe in myself and give my very best and nothing else. When I'm feeling lost and afraid, I know you're really not far away, 'cause I can hear you whisper in my heart, baby, be brave. Oh, the man I knew was a very small part of the person you are. I'm just getting to know you. Behind your strength is a beautiful heart. Even through everything that you had to go through, you kissed her head and tucked her in every night. You cherished her every day until we had to say goodbye. No matter where I go, I'm keeping your guiding light. You keep me doing right. You taught me to be kind, to stand tall, notice and be thankful for it all. You taught me to believe in myself and give my very best and nothing else. When I'm feeling lost and afraid, I know you're really not far away, 'cause I can hear you whisper in my heart, baby, be brave. I only wish I had more time before your memories faded away. But when you gave me that sweet smile, I know that a part of you is dying to stay. I wanna thank you both for every moment, for giving me life and always having my back. I thank you for every moment, every ounce of my courage. You gave me that, you told me to be kind, stand tall, notice and be thankful for it all. You told me to believe in myself and give my very best and nothing else. When I'm feeling lost and afraid, I know you're really not far away, 'cause I can hear you whisper in my heart, baby, be brave. Baby, be brave. Thank you. I love you.
All right, we're back. All Veterans Hour. We're here with Jimmy Miller and Toby Sneed and incoming VFW Commander Tommy Bolin. Tommy, kind of wrap your session up here.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Gary. So a couple of things I want to talk about. So the events that we do monthly, besides our monthly meeting on the first Monday from 6 to 8, we have a breakfast every month on the second Saturday of every month from 7 o'clock in the morning until 9:30. We do it at our VFW Post location, again on War Trace Pike. $5 a plate for kids and $10 a plate for adults, and you can't get as much food as what we serve for $10 anywhere else on Saturday morning. So we encourage you. It's open to the public. You don't have to be a member. We encourage anybody who wants to get out and sit in a group and have some social time with other Bedford County residents to come out to our breakfast every month. And I want to also say we have two very generous donors who have provided some money and made a sponsorship for our breakfast, and that's Doak and Howell Funeral Home, which is one of our great Bedford County businesses and friends of the VFW for a very long time. We want to thank them, and we also want to thank Craig and Wheeler Real Estate, Tad Craig over there, and that family has been very supportive for many years of the VFW, and they're sponsoring our breakfast right now as well. and we just want to say thank you to them. And then the other event that we do each month is a music night on the third Saturday night from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. And we do that at our post. It's a $3 entrance charge to get in the door. You come in. Right now it's potluck. If you want to bring a dish and share that with everybody, you're welcome to do that. I'm going to tell you that the musicians that come and donate their time to that effort are some of the best you're ever going to hear. They just do a fantastic job. They're very talented men and women. They donate their time and they put on a great show, and it's something that it's kid friendly, it's family friendly. We encourage you to come out and join us on the third Saturday night every month and participate in our music night. Bluegrass, country music, and even a little bit of old-time rock and roll. So if you want to get out there and cut a rug, you can do that as well. We got a dance floor set up, and you can enjoy that time. So I encourage you to come on out and see us. And again, those things are all open to the public. Please come out and join us.
And also we have... we want to thank Tony Edwards and Rowdy Ranch. They have agreed to provide the meat for our meetings.
That's exactly right. Tony's a very generous man.
He is. He's helped the veterans in every which way we turn and look.
For a long time.
He's been there.
Yep.
So, Rowdy Ranch, we appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
So, Tommy, thanks for coming in this morning. We appreciate it.
Gentlemen, thank you. And for everybody that's out there listening, thank you for hearing me. And if you have any questions about the VFW, please reach out, let us know, and we'll answer those questions. And hopefully we can get you involved in our organization.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you all. I appreciate it.
Now we'll turn to our fair board member, Toby Sneed. Toby, we got the Bedford County Fair coming up next month, right?
We do. It's coming up 7 days, starting on Monday, July 14th, going all the way through that Saturday, July 19th. Exciting as always. The fair continues to grow and expand every year, and it's important to note that we're one of the very few counties around who still has a fair. Even the larger counties around us don't have it anymore. The state fair's consolidated with the Wilson County Fair. Folks, for Bedford County to throw an event like this, that's something. And shameless plug, we did win the community event of the year for the recent voting that went on social media, and one of our own board members was the Bedford County Volunteer of the Year. So the fair's going places. We're really excited. Got a lot of new events coming up, and look forward to seeing everybody out there.
What night is your Veterans Night?
Veterans Night is on Wednesday, July 16th, and it's timely that we just had Tommy's remarks this morning. Folks, I'm excited. This Wednesday, or this military night, not only do we have a lot of the service organizations in attendance, but we have a swearing-in ceremony at 7 p.m. on the stage on Wednesday night, and right now we're up to about 10 recruits who are going to take their oath of enlistment right there at the fair. So a very exciting event. Look forward to having everybody come out, show support for these young folks who are stepping up when we need it. So a lot of other events happening in and around that, but particularly excited about the military service organization's involvement. Yep.
And what else special is going on that night?
Gosh, glad you asked, Jimmy. We got a ton of stuff. Obviously, everybody knows the agricultural exhibits that are great. The chickens, everything. We've got the dairy heifer show, the open beef show, lots of those kind of organizations. It wouldn't be a Bedford County event if we didn't have a bunch of horses there as well. So looking forward to seeing a lot of these contestants and some of these beautiful animals coming to the fairgrounds. We got a dog show. That's going to be exciting. It's a huge interest for a lot of people. And from an entertainment standpoint, we've got live entertainment on the stage. We've got a lot of nice names coming to town. But excited this year that we've got an event called Freedom Sings, that Jimmy Miller's involved here. A great nonprofit organization encouraging songwriting and folks telling their stories through music. So we'll have some entertainment from that event on, I think that's Thursday night.
That's Wednesday night.
Excuse me, Wednesday night, right after the swearing in.
Jimmy, who's he got coming? Do you know?
He's got Layla Tucker and Hunter Curbo, and both of them have been on this radio show for Benny on the Beat. So if you listen to that show or watched it, you know who's coming.
Layla Tucker, Tanya Tucker, country great, her daughter. And then we also have a new performer on the scene, Emily Presley Campbell, I'm sorry. She is Craig Campbell's daughter. She'll be joining us. Folks at Bedford County are looking forward to the Grindstone Cowboy showing up, but that family has been huge for our community, and we're excited to see Presley here on the stage. Tractor pools, as always. Got a lot of fun events. One I'm particularly excited about is a brand new one everybody needs to come out and see. It's the backseat driver competition, where we load everybody up in golf carts to run an obstacle course on the horse show ring. But the catch is they're all blindfolded, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Or not. I don't know. Just, everybody come join that and pay attention. It's going to be a good show.
So what night is that?
That's going to be Saturday night at 7:30. For highlight events, tractor pool Thursday at 7 p.m. An antique tractor pool Saturday night. That's always nice. If you've seen the antique tractor exhibits there in the Ag Hall, that's always really good stuff. I love seeing that old equipment. Just a husband calling contest. All kinds of good traditional events out there, and fireworks show. And for families, hey, the carnival's always right next door. That's always a good draw as well. But we've got a great show planned for everybody.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
And where can they get their passes at? I know you can get a week pass that benefits you if you plan on coming more than one night.
Yeah, week passes are available. You can go to the Bedford County Facebook page or to the website, or in person at the Ag office if you need to. But we've got single-day passes. We've got family passes. Lots of different ways for folks to come enjoy the fun. Also, the carnival is a separate admission fee, so we want people to know that as well. But carnival aside, the fair is just a great event for family. Great food, great fun, and a great event that raises a lot of awareness for us here in Bedford County.
All right, we better tell somebody about Crab Shack and United Telephone and play another song, Brandon.
We're the Holy Crab Shack, where the love runs deep, flesh is catch and a faith to keep. Right here in Shelbyville, Tennessee, good food and God come and see. We're the Holy Crab Shack, where the love runs deep, flesh is catch and a faith to keep. Right here in Shelbyville, Tennessee, good food and God come and see. So grab a seat.
United Communications builds connections you can rely on. Whether it's fast internet for your home or business, our fiber network is designed for your community. No long hold times, no out-of-town providers, just real service from real people. Call 931-740-1800 or visit united.net. Thousands of Tennesseans already trust United. United Communications. Fast, local internet. You're listening to the All Veterans Hour on WLIJ, engaging discussion by veterans for veterans, with your hosts Gary Leverette and Jimmy Miller. Join them as they discuss various veterans programs, issues, play powerful and healing veteran-related music, and keep the American citizen informed on things they ought to know. Right here on the leader, WLIJ, every second and fourth Monday on 98.7 FM and AM 1580, and reaching around the world on WLIJradio.com. The All Veterans Hour on WLIJ is brought to you by United Communications, the Holy Crab Shack, the American Legion Post 23, and by the DAV Chapter 43.
All right, we're back. Tommy had to leave, but we still got Jimmy Miller here and Toby Sneed, and Toby's on the fair board, and we'll talk a little bit more about the fair. But Jimmy, tell us about where can these people come to a American Legion or VFW or DAV meeting, and what time and where?
Okay, so our American Legion Post 23, we meet the first Tuesday of the month. We're located at 1357 Tennessee Highway 130 East here in Shelbyville. Our meeting, we always have meat provided by Rowdy Ranch. All we ask you bring a covered dish, and spouses are welcome to that meeting. Then our DAV Chapter 43, they meet on the second Tuesday of the month. They also meet at 1357 Tennessee Highway 130 East. And they also have meat provided by Rowdy Ranch. All they ask is you bring a covered dish, and spouses are welcome to this event too. The VFW, I think he covered all those times, but if you're looking to this next month, it will be on the first Monday, and it is located at 1320 East Depot Street. I think everybody's seen the blue building out there. But as he said, all of our organizations need members, and now we're at a pivotal point in our organizations where it's time for our generation to mold what we want these organizations to be going in the future. So as one of the young members, I ask everybody to come out, give a little time. You ain't got to give everything, and help us to make this an organization for the future.
All right. Well, yeah, we do need members, and the life membership to the VFW and the American Legion to the VFW and the DAV is very reasonable. The American Legion, it's better to pay your membership each year, and it's only $50 for the whole year, so all the memberships are reasonable. But anyway, we're here with Toby Sneed with the Fair Board, and he's already told us some of the things going on. What else you got, Toby?
Just again, for folks just joining us, excited about the Bedford County Fair over at the Ag Center starting on Monday, July 14th, going through a full day on Saturday, the 19th. Live entertainment, as we mentioned, great ag exhibits that you've come to appreciate from the fair, livestock shows, much more, a lot of fun events, lots of food will be there, lots of great vendors showing up. It's going to be a really exciting event. This is my third year involved with the fair, and even just over the past few years, I've watched it grow and expand. So for a few dollars for a carload to come into the fair, that's entertainment you can't find cheaper anywhere. So excited that we've been able to control costs, keep those down, and still provide a great experience for Bedford County friends and family, and heck, folks from even some of the surrounding counties who aren't fortunate enough to have such a great event. So definitely excited about Military Night on Wednesday night, with a lot of swearing in for a lot of recruits who are going to come join our nation's military. Can't thank those young folks or middle-aged folks or heck, old folks, whoever's going to be there joining. We're excited to see, and just excited to see everybody out there. Please feel free. If you see Jimmy walking around with his American Legion cap on, then come say hey to him, and bring a check and a membership for him. That'll help us all out.
I'll be there.
We will have tables there that Wednesday night where they can join if they would like to.
Absolutely. I'm not sure the specifics on VFW or the DAV, but I believe we're going to have a good presence from all organizations there. And then, we'll have folks in force there at the fair to answer your questions, just to meet and greet folks, and we'd love to see everybody.
Yeah, and I think I'm going to have to check on this, but I think Freedom Sings is going to have a little booth set up. So a lot of these songs that we play on our military hour, you would actually be able to purchase. And they've got their shirts, which I don't know if you've seen one. I should have worn mine today if I'd thought about it. Cool shirts have Freedom Sings and a guitar and a flag on it.
Great organization. Jimmy, I mean to put you on the spot, does Freedom Sings raise funds for any specific organization or cause, or what's the end result for a lot of this?
Freedom Sings...
It's a nonprofit.
Yeah, but the money they raise is for, because the artists donate their time. So we actually have good artists that come out of Nashville, songwriters like, Layla, Hunter Girl. They donate their time. They come down and we write these songs with veterans to get their story out. But all their proceeds go to actually produce these songs. And it's not I write you a song and we forget about it. They actually put out CDs with these songs on them, so it's really a big deal to veterans, and that's where all their money goes, is just to help veterans.
And
Awesome.
Operation Song is another one that does basically the same thing. I've been a member of both of them, I guess you'd say. When they did my two songs, they actually went to Music Road to the studios. And the first one they did at Benchmark Studios, the second one they did at Earlene Mandrell Studio, all with Nashville session musicians, and it didn't cost me a dime. Didn't cost anything. And the same thing with Freedom Sings. They don't charge the veteran anything.
But I've been with them now for about a year and a half. It doesn't cost the veteran anything, but the healing that comes out of it is priceless.
Absolutely. I'm excited to see them, some of the performances there. I know a lot of our guests are going to be excited and expose them to these organizations that they may not have heard of before. So definitely a good thing.
Anything else you got for the fair board, or you?
Not for the fair, just y'all come. I will go ahead and say that the fair board here not only puts on the Bedford County Fair, but is responsible for a couple of other events here in the community. Fairest of the Fair just wrapped up. That is our local pageant. So we have a lot of wonderful, smart, bright, intelligent, gifted young ladies that join of all ages and represent the fair and the events throughout the year. Outside of that, we've got a farm-to-table dinner that happens every year where we showcase local farmers and some of the bounty that they create for our county. Folks, it's much more than a carnival. It's much more than a chicken or two. It's an event that brings the community closer to each other, and I encourage everybody to come join us this year, Monday, July 14th through Saturday, July 19th.
You know what, one of my favorite, and it became last year because it was just cute to watch.
What?
It's the boots, bows, and bling. Those little kids, seeing them dress all up and go up there. Last year, I think I seen Woody. I think I seen from Toy Story.
Yeah.
Somebody dressed like him. It was cool to watch those little kids get up there and show their stuff.
It is definitely a good opportunity for folks, for families to get their children involved and friendly competition, but more important, just out there having a good time, creating a lot of opportunities for kids to interact with each other. I know this day and age, physical interaction is hugely important versus sitting around staring at your phone. Folks, bring your phones, take lots of pictures, get on social media, see what's happening at the fair, but more importantly, be present, show up, and enjoy all the events.
Let me just remind everybody, if you need a ride to your doctor's appointment and you are a veteran, Bill Tucker does an outstanding job getting veterans to their appointments, their doctor's appointments. He will pick you up at your home, take you to your doctor's appointment, and bring you back to your home. And they have 3 different drivers. Sometimes they're going 3 different directions. But if you need a ride, you can call 931-607-7178. And that's Bill Tucker. And Bill will put you on the schedule. He likes to have 48 hours notice. He doesn't have to have, but he would appreciate it if you could give him 48 hours notice. And if you need VA benefits, if you need to apply for VA benefits, in the basement of the courthouse is our Veteran Service Officer, Mr. Ben Ely. And it'd be a good idea to make an appointment with Ben because he's a very busy person. And his phone number is 931-685-4838. 931-685-4838. And again, that's Ben Ely. And I think we've had a pretty good show, a full show, and we appreciate everybody listening. So, Jimmy, you got anything else?
No, I think I'm good. Just thank you to all our listeners, and God bless you.
Toby?
Absolutely. Hey, we mentioned how to find more information on the fair. Obviously, it's online through all your social media platforms, but throughout town, throughout Bedford County, pick up our great 100-page magazine available grocery stores, convenience stores. It's a great magazine for all of the event information, registration information, and obviously a lot of information on our great sponsors. So support all of the local organizations and businesses who support us. We couldn't do it without them, and obviously we couldn't do it without all of you guys. So look forward to seeing everybody.
All right, so that's a wrap for us. We'll see you next month. I believe our next show is July the 14th. So
I think you're correct.
Anyway, so we appreciate Toby, appreciate you being here with us, and appreciate Tommy Boland from the VFW being here. So Brandon, take us out of here.
Think you know me from the face I'm showing, baby, you can only see what I want you to see. You think I got it all together, but I am holding back so much. You probably wouldn't recognize the real me. Look in my eyes, I hold my breath, and then I'm gonna drop this disguise, 'cause I'm starting to let go of all the things I didn't even know I was carrying around. And it's been a heavy load, trying to be a perfect me. It nearly buried me all the way down. But I'm digging up the pieces unforbidden. I'm not gonna live one more day of my life hidden. Thinking it's about time for making up my own mind. Are you strong enough to be mine? 'Cause I am not playing it down the way I've done before, no. Just needed some kind of protection, but I have given up so much. Sometimes I don't know myself anymore. When I look in my eyes, the mirror showing me a woman beginning to rise, and I'm starting to let go of all the things I didn't even know I was carrying around. And it's been a heavy load, trying to be a perfect me. It nearly buried me all the way down. But I'm digging up the pieces unforbidden. I'm not gonna live one more day of my life. I'm gonna open every closet door. I'm taking out the things I packed away. I'm clearing out the boxes, the skeletons. I'm making room for who I am today. I am the soldier girl who served with pride. I had to be as tough as any man, but I wanna be the girl dancing in the eyes. Learn to trust her heart again, so I'll let go. I'm just gonna let it go. I'm digging up the pieces unforbidden. I'm not gonna live one more day of my life hidden. I'm not gonna
At United Communications, we're more than just fast internet. We're your local connection to reliability and service you can count on right here in Bedford County. With fiber fast speeds and a team in your community, we keep you connected when it matters most. No long hold times, no out-of-town providers, just real service from people who care. Call 931-740-1800 or visit united.net. Thousands of Tennesseans already trust United. United Communications. Fast, local internet.
We're the Holy Crab Shack, where the love runs deep. Precious catch and a faith to keep. Right here in Shelbyville, Tennessee. Good food and God come and see. We're the Holy Crab Shack, where the love runs deep. Precious catch and a faith to keep. Right here in Shelbyville, Tennessee. Good food and God come and see.